The big question of the day is, did Valve kill modding? Valve, the company that championed modding, the team behind Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, Dota, all of which started out life as Half-Life mods, or in the case of Dota, a mod for Warcraft 3. I'm gonna go off on a whim and say no. But first, let me give you some context as to what happened. As you may have heard, on January the 10th, 2024, Valve apparently took down two community projects, Portal 64 and Team Fortress Source 2. So first, let's talk about Portal 64. As the name implies, yes, this is a full-on port of Portal to the N64. As far as I'm aware, it's not the entire game, it's just a couple of levels. And yes, it does in fact run on official Nintendo 64 hardware. So why did Valve take this down? Well, it wasn't a DCMA takedown, it wasn't legally compelled, but Valve did ask the developer to take it down because, simply put, they used proprietary Nintendo libraries. And while the developer didn't explicitly say it, I'm gonna say it right now and say that using proprietary Nintendo anything is grounds for being in trouble with Nintendo. And trust me, you don't want to get in trouble with Nintendo, because they'll do far worse to you. And of course, Valve doesn't want to run into any complications with Nintendo. So yes, Portal 64 being taken down does suck. And I'm not sure you could even make a project like this that runs on actual Nintendo 64 hardware without using Nintendo libraries. Is it possible? I'm not sure. The next one to talk about is Team Fortress Source 2. Essentially, Team Fortress Source 2 is Team Fortress 2 ported over to Sandbox. Sandbox is pretty much just that, a sandbox that allows you to create your own game modes and, even game experiences too. Kind of like what Roblox does now. And of course, it's powered by Source 2. So why was this taken down? Well, there are many reports that suggest that the developers just wholesale took Valve assets, Valve's various models and sound effects and other Valve assets, and just wholesale put them into Team Fortress Source 2 and just used it that way. Regardless of where you lie in the situation, yes, it does suck. But the truth is that you can't just take Valve assets and just port them into a different game wholesale, no matter what anyone tells you. You ever wonder why Gary's mod required Valve games to access their models? Well, it's simple really. That's why. Same deal with a couple of other mods like Tale of Two Wastelands for Fallout New Vegas. You needed a copy of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas to make the mod happen. Another response I see is that Valve could just ignore it and let them do their own thing, right? I don't even know if that's legally possible, because as far as I'm aware, some companies have to protect their trademark rights, otherwise they risk losing it. I don't know if this applies here, but what I do know is that Valve did issue a DMCA takedown for the project, so there is a good chance that it may have infringed on something. So yes, it's undeniable, Valve did take these two community projects down. But does that mean Valve killed modding? Has Gaben truly turned his back on us? Is he no longer the savior of PC gaming, but instead the PC gaming devil? Well, I have two counterpoints. First and foremost is Black Mesa. Black Mesa is a wholesale remake of Half-Life 1, officially endorsed by Valve and is being sold on Steam for money. Valve is apparently not only okay with this project, but they endorse it and even let the developers sell the game on Steam. Crazy, isn't it? As far as I'm aware, the assets were remade from scratch. Every single asset was remade from the ground up, and they used none of Valve's original assets. And there's also the very recently announced Half-Life 2 RTX, which is, by the way, also a community project. Valve isn't doing any work on this. The project isn't out yet, but according to their website, they remaster all of Valve's original assets. And of course, this is more or less a mod for Half-Life 2. So no, Valve hasn't killed modding. In fact, they just announced a mod like 2 days ago. No, Valve hasn't killed modding, but this doesn't really take away the sting from Valve removing these community projects. It also doesn't help that on the very same day, Valve opened the floodgates for AI generated content and, games that make use of full-on AI. But that's another video for another topic. If you like this video, please press the like button and check out our other videos. And if you like those other videos as well, be sure to press the subscribe button and share the good gospel of high-tech lowlife with your friends. Furthermore, we have a community Discord for enlightened individuals such as you. And if you wish to further support high-tech lowlife, be sure to check out our Patreon page. Links in the description.